Hi guys! Welcome to Marian and Catherine Fun Ventures! This is Mommy Herpha right here, and this is my first mommy vlog. So as promised, I'm also gonna be putting up vlogs for mommies like me in Marian and Catherine's channel. I realized that there are mothers out there like me who are also going through different situations right now, facing different challenges right now, and I think in some ways my experiences might also be able to help you in some ways, and at the same time you can also reach out to other mommies out there. So I'll be sharing some of my preferences, my experiences, favorite movies, favorite books, or just about anything in these vlogs, and I hope you also enjoy watching. So my first mommy vlog for today is that I'm gonna be sharing my favorite movies. I will be sharing to you my top 5 favorite movies. It's gonna be in random order since I cannot rank them from 1 to 5. I love all these movies. I've learned from all these movies. I've cried. I've shed tears from all these movies, and there's so much lessons that I've learned from these movies. So I'm gonna share them to you, and in some ways maybe you could also relate from this one. Okay, my favorite movies. These are gonna be in random order. I'll name a movie. It doesn't mean it's the first or it's the top one, but all these 5 movies are really good and you will learn a lot from them. So first one is entitled Love Comes Softly. This movie will take you back into the old times where people ride in horses, they build their houses in the farms. It will take you to many beautiful sceneries, flowers, plants, trees. I've learned so much from this movie. It really touched my heart. It's a story of a young woman who was about to start a new life with her husband, and then suddenly her life changed. She became a widow unexpectedly. So you can just imagine the pain. And then her life crossed path with also another young widowed man who had a daughter, and then love comes softly. My favorite line from this movie was when Clark Davis said that the truth of God's love is not that He allows bad things to happen. It's His promise that He will be there with us when they do. Those lines really touch my heart, especially when you watch it from the movie. I'm not gonna add any more spoilers, but that is really a significant scene for me in the movie. I really love how Marty has this passion, has this so much love for learning, for reading, for books. She even told Missy that when you read, you can have every adventure that you love. So for those who love reading right there, you might love this movie too. That's what I'm gonna say for Love Comes Softly. The rest is for you to watch. Another one, Love Comes Softly is a series of movies. So this next movie is the second series. So the first series, Love Comes Softly, talks about Marty and Clark. In the second part of the series, it talks about the daughter of Clark, the daughter named Missy. So this is her story in this movie. It's entitled Love's Enduring Promise. This is not really a husband and wife movie since Missy Davis here is not yet married, but this is a romantic movie, a light, feel-good movie, but this has also a great impact for the viewers. In this movie, Missy was torn between 2 good men who offered her 2 different situations in life. So it's good for singles out there who are, in a state of confusion as to who's really the person that God has prepared for me, or who's gonna be my lifetime partner, or what are really the important things that I should have in my lifetime partner. So for singles out there, this one's good for you. But I also enjoyed watching this movie. My favorite line in this movie was when Marty Davis told Missy at this time. She was trying to give an advice to Missy because Missy was really confused with everything that's going on. So here's a very significant scene of what Marty told her. She said, "Just remember that God has written His own story for you, and it's not the feelings of your heart that it should be based upon, but rather the thoughts of your heart that you need to hear. That inner voice that tells you that this man will care for you no matter what, that he'll still want to kiss you when you're old and gray, tend to you when you're sick, honor you." Wow. What a very, very nice advice coming from a mother. So this is a very nice kind of movie. Even me, when I watch this series has so much kilig, or you know, that feel of romance, that feel of something that would really tug at your heart and then make you keep guessing what's gonna be next, what's gonna happen next, because it's hard to choose like that. So that's for Love's Enduring Promise. Another movie that I really love is Fireproof. I think many of you have watched this movie already. This is quite popular, I think, especially for couples. It's also called the 40-Day Love Dare. So it's about a young couple, a husband who feels disrespected, and he also has a different kind of vice, which we're gonna find out in the movie, that because of this thing, his wife feels neglected, feels unappreciated, and to think that both of them are really good looking couple, and they both have good jobs, and then they still feel unhappy in their relationship. The wife, because she feels unappreciated, most of the scenes you can see her struggling with her emotion, especially when there's another man who tried to flatter her with attention, with the things that she didn't hear from her husband, or she didn't feel from her husband. So it created so much struggle deep inside her. This is a really good movie for couples out there who think that they are stuck in a bad relationship or a bad marriage. Before you think too much or you analyze the situation too much, it would be good if you'll be able to watch this movie. Because in this movie, the couple are already thinking of having a divorce. And then something happened, and then there comes the 40-day love dare. So the love dare will come from the husband's side. And then the wife, at first, because eventually when you're struggling with your emotions, your heart will become hardened. So at first, she doesn't know how to react. At first, she cannot appreciate what her husband is doing anymore, or maybe she can't feel the sincerity from her husband. So it really took a lot of effort, a lot of emotions, feelings from the husband's side to be able to complete the 40-day love challenge. Before I give so much spoilers, I really love this movie, and just because I'm talking of it right now, I feel like I want to watch it again. But let me tell you some of my favorite lines from this movie. So the first one is that because the husband here is a firefighter, you know how dangerous these situations are when you go out there to save people's lives during a fire. So one of the one of my significant lines from this movie was that when he said, "Never leave your partner behind, especially in a fire." So that applies so much in marriage. And then there's also this line that said, "Marriages aren't fireproof. Sometimes we get burned from different things, financially, emotionally, with what the kids are doing, with how the business is going, or with how our husband or our work is going on." So our marriages are not fireproof. We get burned sometimes. Fireproof doesn't mean that the fire won't come, but it means that whenever there's a fire, we can be able to withstand it. So these are the lines that really struck me in the movie. And then one special line also said that a woman is like a rose. If you treat her right, she will bloom. If you don't, then she will wilt. That's the movie on Fireproof. Promise, it's really, really good. It's really worth watching. Another one is entitled War Room. It's a family movie actually. It talks about a family where the husband and the wife are in a difficult situation because they find it hard to understand each other. They always disagree on almost anything. They both have good careers, the husband and the wife. They both are earning good, really well. But they are still unhappy in their marriage. They have a good house, nice cars. They have everything. All sorts of luxury in life. But then, their home is unhappy. And it has so much effect on their daughter, their only daughter. And even their daughter said that she don't want to see her parents anymore. So just imagine your only daughter would say that. So this is a story about a family whom you will think they have everything, but then money cannot really buy happiness. So from that situation, God intervened because they were always fighting with each other. God intervened and taught them that the right way of fighting whatever battle comes is, there's a strategy for it. It's through this way. I'm not gonna tell you. Watch the movie. Some of my favorite lines from this movie, actually this is a very powerful movie. I cried in this movie. You can really feel something, that intense movement of God in this movie if you just open your heart in watching this movie. My favorite line was when that person said, there's a person here that God used to intervene in the relationship, was when she said, to win the fight, you've got to have the right strategy. You've got to have the right resources, because victories don't come by accident. Also, another line was when the wife said, I would rather have a man chasing Jesus than a house full of stuff. So imagine, you might have every material thing that you would like, but if your heart is empty, it will still create a different longing inside. And then the wife also said, this is the declaration of the wife after she had realized her situation. She said, my joy doesn't come from my friends, it doesn't come from my job, it doesn't come from my husband. My joy is found in Jesus. So this is a very super duper nice movie for me. Very good family movie. The last but not the least is entitled Facing the Giants. I guess many of you have watched this movie already. This is a not so very old movie, but I think many of you have watched this. The husband said to his wife, Brooke, I can't provide you with a decent home. I can't provide you with a decent car. I'm a failing coach with a losing record, and I can't give you the children you want. Imagine what a very negative opening for a movie. I think many of us can relate with the struggle of this family. Many of us are carrying burdens in our relationship, in our marriage, be it financial troubles, emotional troubles, infertility, infidelity, or any other failures and negativities that we have in our relationships. Just like what this couple is experiencing. When I watched the beginning of this movie, I was like, oh wow, that's so sad. I mean, the situation is really not good. It's so sad for the husband and the wife. They tried everything, but still, it's like they keep fighting a losing battle. This movie is not just about the life of the husband and wife, but it also involves the different situations from the different characters revolving around this couple. Most of the situations are so depressing, failures here and there, misunderstandings, discontentment, and many things. And then suddenly, when God intervenes, God shows them that there is hope. There is indeed hope when we stand against our giants. Let me share to you some of my favorite lines from this movie. The first line, very powerful, I don't need to explain, was when he said, "With God, nothing is impossible." Another line also from this movie was when a person said that your attitude is the aroma of your heart. If your attitude stinks, then your heart is not right. Another line also was when they're already in this championship. It's like it's a make or break situation. If they win, it's gonna make them. If they don't, it's gonna break them totally. But then the coach said, here's what he told his members. If we win, we praise him. If we lose, we praise him. Either way, we honor him with our actions and our attitude. I won't tell you what happened in the movie, but this is a very nice movie. So those are the five movies that I really love, and because I made this vlog, it made me watch these movies again and again. Ask my husband, come on, let's have a movie night, let's get some popcorn and let's watch these movies again. Love Comes Softly, Love's Enduring Promise, Fireproof, War Room, and Facing the Giants. So there you go, mommies, the top 5 movies in my list, the movies that I really love watching. And if you have time, tell your hubbies to have a movie night. And if you have watched any of these movies also, please let me know, write it in the comment section below. And I would love to hear how these movies were able to help you in some ways, or what have you learned from these movies, or how it was able to help you in your marriage, in your relationships, or in your life in general. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and see you on our next vlog. If you have any suggestions for our next vlogs, just comment it below. If there's any topic that you want me to make vlog on, just let me know, comment it down below, and I'll try my very best. Bye!